Okay friends, I am back from the gym, and before I wrapped up this video, I wanted to quickly go over how to do a proper hinge motion. This is a motion that we do so often when we are doing a glute and hammy day, so I felt like it was perfect for this video. You do this motion when you're doing a deadlift, you do this motion when you're doing like a sumo deadlift, any hinge motion, this comes into play. Even when you're doing a bent over row, this motion comes into play. And it's so difficult, that good morning motion that you see me doing during the course of the workout that I just showed you guys. This motion is very difficult to get down at first because there's a lot of cues going on in your head, but once you get it, you'll like never mess it up again. So I wanted to quickly go over some of the form cues for this motion. So first things first, for any hinge, you want to put your feet right about hip width, flat on the floor. You can take a slight bend in those knees, but it's not a squat motion, so just a slight bend in those knees. We really want this to be a hinge motion, so it's a bending at the hip motion, and you want to stick your butt back first. So how I always cue it to clients is you want to feel like there's a string pulling your butt back first, and your knees, once they're in their spot, they're not going to bend past this point. So as you do the hinge motion, you want to make sure you're keeping your core tight and engaged, your back nice and straight. You don't want to arch your back or round it at any point, and squeezing through your glutes at all points. So nice tight core, tight glutes, flat back. As we bend forward, you can see my butt comes back first and my shoulders are staying nice and back. Often on deadlifts, you'll see people round their shoulders, like if they're grabbing weight, they'll come up and down like this. You really want to make sure your shoulders stay back and engaged through this whole motion. You should be feeling it right along your hamstrings up into your glutes. Often you'll see people round their shoulders, or you'll see them lose control at the bottom, and it's kind of just more of a this motion. We really want it to be nice, slow, and controlled, feeling the entire range of motion. So nice tight core, engage those glutes, round those shoulders back. So as we come down, if you're practicing without any weights or anything like that, what I always like to cue is as you stick your butt back, slide your hands down along your legs, down along those shins, and then come back up to standing, squeeze through those glutes. That will really help keep your shoulders back And then when you add weights in, you still want to keep that weight or that barbell nice and close to your legs. You don't want to have them all the way out here, because once again, then you can see I kind of lose engagement in my shoulders. So by keeping them rounded and nice and close to you, you keep your shoulders and lats engaged as well, making sure that the focus is on your glutes and your hamstrings. And of course, you're going to get a little bit of back work in there as well. But also when we're deadlifting, people can get injured or start to feel pain in their back. So that's why it's super, super important we keep that form right. So flat feet on the ground, sticking that butt back, sliding our hands down, shoulders back and engaged, squeezing through those glutes. People want to come into a squat motion. They want to come like this and come back up. So once you pick your comfortable bent knee position, they stay in that position the entire time. Your knees don't bend past that point anymore. So I just wanted to quickly go over that motion, because I know I very often do deadlifts, or I'll do good mornings, everything like that, and that all incorporates this hinge motion, but it's one of the most difficult motions to really nail down. So I really just wanted to make sure I took a second, went over some form cues for you to keep in mind next time you do a good morning or a hinge motion. That is going to wrap up our video for today. I really just wanted to focus in today's video on that awesome glute and hammy workout. I literally used 4 exercises today, and I got such an amazing glute and hamstring burn. That proves right there that you don't have to be in the gym for 2 hours. You don't have to be doing 7, 8, 9, 10 exercises to get a good workout in. I put together 4 key movements for today's workout, and my glute and hamstrings were shaking by the end of this workout. So just push yourself. I upped my sets to 4 sets of everything today, and that also helps to push me to that next level, since I knew I wasn't going to be doing a ton of motions today. So this was such a good workout. You guys have to try this one out on your own. And I also really wanted to talk about that hinge form today. Probably the form that people get wrong the most, and it can lead to a lot of injury. So I think going over some quick form cues that from now on you'll be able to think about when you go into a deadlift or into a good morning or even into that bent over row. You'll have me yelling at you in a nice way in your mind, so that way you can make sure that you get the workout and feel it in the muscles you want to feel it in, but also get a great workout in the process. So, and not get injured, because that is important. So I'm going to wrap this video up. If you guys like this video and you like today's workout, make sure you go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Y'all already know it supports my channel. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification so you never miss another video that I post. If you haven't, make sure you check me out on my Instagram so you can see all the other fitness, health, and lifestyle content that I post on there. And I will catch you guys here next time.